feel in this rivalry, and we are just about ready to go. The first meeting went to halftime tied at 7, and Luke Weirman wins the faceoff for Maryland, and into the stick of their goalie who scored last time out, Logan McNaney, with a 2-man down goal. And now the clear for Maryland. Here's Long off a spin. Bubba Fairman denied. Strong defensive possession for Hopkins to open the ball game against this dynamic offense, and now Bernhardt buries the first one a minute and a half in.
Packing it in tight, giving up some shots, but Maryland's ball movement is sensational. And Bernhardt, we featured him in the open. This is about power and strength. Able to
against Hopkins on the faceoff and Naruski. So here comes Maryland once again after a long offensive possession to open the ball game. Now Bernhardt gets to the doorstep and buries a second one.
Athleticism, instincts. This is just in a different galaxy. I mean, he leaves his man in the dust, deals with the double team, soars through the air and tiptoes the crease. Bernhardt 2.
Ball once again on the ground. Bernhardt goes to scoop it up. McManus helped dislodge it looked like, for Hopkins. Brown lets it fly and scores. Griffin Brown's 6th goal of the year. The transfer from...
With emphasis for head coach John Tillman and his staff. They trailed Michigan a couple weeks ago 5-0. Today they're ready to go. An extended possession, multiple shots. Brown running downhill left-handed. He pays the price. 90s, Metallica, AC/DC.
The tragically hip John Tillman mentioned to us. He's been sharing with McNaney. As that one goes down for Wisnauskas. He went...
One of the reasons why Maryland is the #1 ranked team in the country is balance, okay? It's defense, it's offense. There's no glaring weakness to this team. We talk about Bernhardt, but this Terp offense is got more layers than that. I really do.
Man, Hopkins has spent a lot of time on the defensive end so far. We'll see how that ends up playing out later in the game. As there's another one, Bubba.
I couldn't be more impressed with Maryland's professionalism, their readiness to play this game. A game, they're in first place. They're going to be the #1 seed in the league. It's a rivalry game, yes.
For DeSimone. 30 seconds to go, shot clock off for Hopkins, looking for a first goal of this first quarter as a flag goes in the air and the ball sits on the deck. Epstein. Pushed off his spot by Grill. At X behind with 12. Epstein and Grill, double comes. Epstein gave it away and got the goal for Cole Williams at the last.
Epstein leaning in, draws the double team, and then steps away. Williams senses it, and he curls left-handed to space as the defense is a little vulnerable. And
how do you attack this Maryland defense? What do you like for Hopkins, Q?
I think... Another pipe shot. I attack their poles not named Grill and Makar. I think their other poles are... Everyone wants to attack the short sticks, but sometimes that third or fourth pole is where the weakness of the defense is. Each team is allowed to play 4 long stick defenders at once.
Out in front, they get a goal down to the deck, and Hopkins makes it 5-2.
I think he's tangled with Brett Makar. 43 in red. He gets underneath and then deals with the trail check. He's able to get this ball out of the stick. Right here, he's got an advantage. The double's coming. Time's not on your side. And the quick release, he finds the far post. And look at him, he pays their D a little bit of a rest, too. They played tons of defensive minutes in that first quarter.
It was an opening barrage with 5-0 for Maryland, which has rattled off a 6-goal run in every game this year. Epstein sinks it. That's 3 in a row for Hopkins.
The Blue Jays, who have struggled offensively against the zone this season, were ready. Quick little passing. Epstein keeps it simple from about 8 yards. He beats McNaney down low. Celebration on. Game on. If in possession of the ball, that's an immediate whistle and a restart. Same with the helmet. If the helmet comes off and you're in possession of the ball, it's an immediate whistle. Player safety rule.
And there it was. So Maryland ball now, leading by 2, trying to quell this Hopkins run of 3 straight goals.
Jason, I think it's the only sport where cleat is considered part of the equipment. I know in football you can score a touchdown without it.
That's right. As that one rings home for Bernhardt.
Swarton Trophy out, the Heisman of lacrosse. Jared Bernhardt would be making that acceptance speech. Speed and power, able to get to good areas. Shooting accuracy has improved dramatically. Just an athleticism that few can match. This guy is unassuming. He's driving Jared to go play when his lacrosse career is done. His dad died in the summer of 2019. Jim Bernhardt
has a goal right off the face-off. Goes for Johns Hopkins to make it 6-4. I mean, directly off the face-off X. And Hopkins is within 2 as Tyler Dunn has his 2nd goal.
He actually loses the whistle. Does a nice counter as Weirman actually won the whistle. The Maryland defense parts like the Red Sea. Marcil gets a chance today, and things didn't look good early, quite honestly, Jason. But man, he has found himself. He's seeing the ball. I like his body language. His positioning is solid. He's been a huge upgrade.
How was the goaltending in the late 80s?
It was problematic at times.
Oh boy, that one goes down for Wisnauskas, and it's 7-4 Maryland.
Velocity's off the charts. Now this is symbolic of the Hopkins defense all year. They want to blame it on the goaltender, but look at the shooter. He's able to plant, follow through.
At the sideline, and the second line will load up again with Maliver, 15 to put it on Cage. For the freshman Maliver, who Bernhardt has taken under his wing. Up top, Brown, a cannon shot to make it 8-4.
That's before my time, but it happened like every year.
There was one time when a bunch of Maryland students went into the Hopkins campus and started painting the sidewalks, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't go over so well nowadays.
No, I was thinking about that in the Twitter era and the COVID-19 era, and it doesn't exactly dovetail. As Wisnauskas from his knees got it free. Oh goodness gracious! What a feed by Wisnauskas, and then
they like that on the sideline. SVP may like this later tonight. Wisnauskas loses his edge. Oh, it's behind the back. My gosh. Yeah. The thought process there to pull this off as things are spiraling out of control for him. He's going down. He's got one option. And not only is it a brilliant pass, Bucks used him a lot for some analytics when he retired from coaching football, and he was dialed in and knew what he was looking at in a big way. He was a man, honestly. You know, I had the long relationship with Jimmy. I always felt like
that one will go down. That is Degnan.
Suddenly, typically you can see when your man's in trouble, but when Puglisi cross-checks Degnan, all of a sudden his stick looks like a yard sale. And then Degnan's stepping towards the middle.
Moving down to 10 seconds. Degnan against Smith. Couldn't get the hands free, gave it back up. DeSimone out in front, and it's stuck home. Hopkins gets Angela.
Terp's looking up at the video board here at Homewood Field. Pass down the alley, Grill's in good spot, he gets through the pick, and for some reason Geppert 20 thinks he's the hot man, thinks he's the go guy. He's the double teamer, so he steps up field, especially right now with this program.
They've got the ball first here. DeSimone tried to spin, and he buries it. That is a nasty angle near side post. DeSimone found the shot and threaded it through. It's a 2-goal game.
Well, this team can score, and DeSimone now spending most of his time behind the goal, the senior from Smithtown East. McNaney comes off the pipe. If you're a hockey fan, you know how important it is. Look, he just gets beat to the near pipe and you can't believe it. You've got to keep.
Basket picked up by Puglisi. They go shoulder to shoulder for a moment. Hopkins was down in this game 5-0. Williams tried to put Ray Hill on the blender. Degnan from up high. It's a one-goal game.
It's all about possessions and effort on the ride. Picks your pocket, delivers the hit. Bench comes to life. McNaney between the pipes, caught napping on the outside heat. We talked about Degnan, man. He's got a flamethrower. Liquid smoke to the up.
Straight face-off wins for Hopkins, leading to this possession for Epstein. Baskin with Long, left on the field. Makar picks up behind. Baskin against Long, got the hands free and tied the game. Brett Baskin, the senior on a Plymouth meeting, and we are at 11.
Matchups. Jake Higgins, 57 for Maryland, not in the lineup today. And so you're seeing some offensive middies play more defense. That's 23, Kyle Long. He's just beating top side. And when Baskin turns the corner after he shoots, he's taken to the turf. I think we'll have an end.
Maryland's unbeaten season on the line. Cole, Bubba, Fairman.
Terps have not been involved in a four-quarter game that came down to the last 5 minutes this season.
Usually run away by the third quarter, absolutely. Fairman knocks it down, and it's Maryland by a goal.
I tell you, when this guy was young, his dad built him a homemade lacrosse field in his backyard, and all that practice time pays off.
Maryland 9-0, unbeaten, top of the poll. Wow, head-to-head, my goodness, that is quite the matchup there with Kaufman just bullying Baskin. Big hit by Puglisi on Angeles. Degnan got it to tie it. Oh, that spot has been pure for Degnan.
Oh, the band is playing their song, although it's a CD. Degnan now, I believe he has 3 goals in this game, all very similar. Well, he'll start on the inside of the formation.
And it happened at a bad time there. DeMeo out front. He got a cutting Maltz to bury it. And it's Maryland off the decision-making by Hopkins to take the early shot.
Colossal failure on both sides of the ball. Offense settles for a shot that the goalie easily catches. Bad shots get punished. Not sure what the Hopkins interior defense. You got to check up on number 30.
Hopkins a man up. Grimes on with the EMO group. Man up offense has been quite good for Hopkins this year. DeSimone didn't have the cutter. It's Epstein surveying. Out in front. And Peshko from Epstein. We're tied at 11. Just so.
The young Bucks getting a chance today. Shovel shot. Ball's jammed into the inside. Options limited. He's flanked by 2 Maryland defenders. Creativity is your friend.
Puglisi very physical with Degnan. Doesn't want him to get the hands free. Degnan's got a hat trick. Now he's met by a pole. Man, how physical is this? Grill is right there, magnetized to Williams. Out front, extra pass. DeSimone, and Hopkins has its first.
On the audio of this goal, you can hear DeSimone yelling, "One more, one more, one more." And the player up top who picks up the assist, it's Epstein, one more to DeSimone. The defense was on the carousel, Jason. They were rotating, but they were just a half a second behind the.
2 men up for just a couple more seconds. Nothing there for Hopkins, so now it's going to be 6-on-5 as Maryland gets 1 back. There's Puglisi back on, so they're just a man down. The Terps are 30 seconds left on the penalty against Makar. You hear them yelling, watch middle. That's Peshko, and they didn't, and he won, and it's Hopkins by 2. Hopkins is enlivened.
Specialty situations, Cole Williams, the finesse, the pass is on the money. Peshko, the rookie, finds pay dirt. Jays by 2. Who can believe it? For the other guys. He's drawing 2 and 3 men when he handles.
Down to 7 on the shot clock. Long, the midfielder, from behind. Long to the back of the cage. Diving shot, did it count? Did it go in time for Wisnauskas? Right now, yes, you heard the horn. It's 13 to...
Yes.
Yes.
Goal is good. And that is the second gem. The second incredibly creative play we've seen from Logan Wisnauskas. Earlier it was a behind-the-back feed. This is a dive and changing levels. I mean, Jason,
Wow.
He's down on the turf and somehow creates that upward trajectory and just tucks the ball.
Won 11 straight faceoffs. And now Maryland finally has one. Geppert from the wing sends it up ahead for Bernhardt. It's a 1-goal game. And here is the Terp star Bernhardt. A breakneck pace and a score! Oh, he did it himself and we're tied! Wow! What an engine!
He's got a gear that nobody else can handle. Big face-off win. I tell you, 20, Geppert's played a strong game today off the carpet. In space, Bernhardt, you can't cover him. Through 2 different men, the bounce shot. Favorite right now for the Tuaca.
Here is Long, 35 seconds, shot to game, about 11 and a half. Fairman ended up on the field. Joronsky back behind with Long. Long out in front, got the pass into some space. Wisnauskas cranks it home! He went to the attic in Maryland, and Wisnauskas, with 18 seconds to go, have taken the lead.
This is such a poised possession. Really impressed with the Terps' ability to execute with the game on the line. It's Bernhardt carrying behind the goal. Wisnauskas, normally on that far wing, curls all the way across the formation. His stick's to the outside, so it's a tough defensive play to make, but Hopkins' defense was much too much condensed. And when Wisnauskas with potentially the game winner, 18 seconds to go.
3 goals in a minute and a half for Maryland, and a face-off that may decide the game. Geppert sends it ahead, 10 seconds to go. Wisnauskas carrying, floats it up further, and with 5 and 4, the Maryland Terrapins have somehow survived Homewood Field, and on come the Turtles, 14-13 for the Terps to finish an undefeated regular season. What a game! Quinn, another Maryland Johns Hopkins game that goes to the bell.
This rivalry